This video is sponsored by musictome.com. Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out more. Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another video. Alright, it's been a while since I've demoed a Schecter on the channel. Like 2017, a while. My bad, guys. So let's sort that out right now. There's like a fire alarm test going on right now, so my bad if you can hear that. Anyways, last year, Schecter's big reveal was the launch of a brand new forward-thinking lineup called the Reaper series. Well, it's now the end of the year. Better late than never. This is the Reaper 6 FRS, and not gonna lie, it may not be the guitar for me, but it is a lot of fun. Let's take a closer look. Before we move further into the video, I want to give a shout out to Matthew, Sullivan, Jeremiah, and the rest of the awesome patrons for making this content possible. If you want to help support what I do with the honest reviews and get bonus perks like MP3s and tabs for all the demo tracks, link is down below. And with that, let's get into it. Alright, so not gonna lie, a big reason why I chose to demo this guitar is the look. I love it. 2019 was the year of the burl. Every one of Schecter's Reaper series guitars comes with a satin burl burst top. This FRS, the regular FR, and the Reaper 7 multi-scale come in your choice of either Sky Burst, Charcoal Burst, or Inferno Burst. The Reaper 6 is a bit of a combo breaker with Aurora Burst and Forest Burst also available. Good news for you lefties as well, usually the guitars I feature are only available in right-handed, but for the first time in like forever, the lefties can get involved, as long as you like Charcoal Burst, because that's the only option. But with my right-handed privilege, I chose blue because, I don't know, blue satin guitars are also in right now, so with the burl top, this is kind of the trendiest Reaper possible. Kind of. I mean, we'll get into other specs like the electronics in a bit. But yeah, the point is, I think it looks really f***ing cool. Moving on, let's talk wood selection. So the body is actually all swamp ash, save for the burl top, obviously. It looks to be two pieces. I love the little arm bevel, especially on this guitar with a veneer top. Like, as a player, I know how cool the back of my guitars look like, but a lot of the time the audience doesn't. But with this guitar, now they do. Sick. And it's actually kind of got like a matching thing going on with the headstock. Burl veneer and then a cutaway with the Schecter logo. I actually really like this. As far as reverse headstocks go, I think it looks very elegant. It's got a 5-piece maple walnut neck with carbon fiber reinforcement. It's listed as a set neck with ultra access. Translation, set through. Not that that's a bad thing, upper fret access is very good. Then the 24 fret ebony fingerboard is made of ebony. Alright, so right off the bat, because I know this is a point that really appeals or really doesn't to a lot of people, the neck is one of those very thin, super shreddy types. It's listed as an ultra thin C, and yes, I can confirm, it's got a C shape and it's ultra thin. I don't really like it, but then again, I've never really been into these super thin necks. This one is definitely more for the shredders. Then all the frets are extra jumbo, so it feels very Ibanez-y, if that makes sense. Though, while the super modern Ibanez usually have 16-inch fingerboard radii, this one has a 14-inch radiused fingerboard, which makes it feel slightly more in line with other imports like LTD or Solar, for example. Especially with the 25.5-inch scale length, if you're used to one of those brands' super strat type guitars, you'll feel right at home. This is especially true with the rounded fingerboard edges, which makes it feel more played in. I've said it before, this is one of my favorite features that import factories are getting really good at to make the guitars feel higher end than they did 10 years ago. Alright, that being said, there are a couple of weird things going on. The rounding seems to be a little overdone in between a lot of the frets. It looks almost scalloped on the edges. Now this is going to be one of those feel with your fingers, not your eyes situations, because I really didn't notice it while I was playing. What I did notice though is I'm not quite sure what's happened with these frets. They don't seem to be crowned properly. The tops on some of them are like super flat for some reason, and they still have plenty of life in them, it just doesn't feel right. Onto hardware though, the Floyd is a 1500 series. From what I can gather, and this is not from the Schecter horse's mouth, so bear that in mind, but this is a Korean-made Floyd that is exclusive to Schecter. How it's different from the 1000 series, I'm not really sure. I'm counting on someone more Schecter savvy to let me know in the comments, but quality-wise, it feels very similar. Maybe it's that this has a pop-in bar instead of a screw-in arm. I don't really know. Either way, even after going absolutely stupid with the dive bombs as one does with a new Floyd guitar, this thing is rock solid when it comes to tuning stability. The saddles aren't as rounded as like a Godot Floyd, which is the reason that those are my favorites, but they're also not bad either. And visually, I am digging the two-tone black and chrome theme. It matches what's going on with the pickups and the tuners very nicely. And speaking of the tuners, I thought from the keys that they were Grovers. Not the case. They're Schecter designed. They're not amazing, they're not terrible, they're wholly average. Because there's a locking nut, the tuners don't matter as much as on other guitars. The important thing to know is that they feel solid enough that when you're replacing the strings, they probably aren't going to cause you any problems. But another big reason why I chose to demo this guitar is the pickup combination. Or rather, the neck pickup. It's got a Sustainiac. Guys, with a Floyd, these things are stupid amounts of fun. Check it out. Legit, I spent about an hour just doing squeals and dive bombs with the Sustainiac. And after that, I got hungry, ate a sandwich, came back, and spent about another hour playing with the Sustainiac and the floating trem. It literally cannot be helped. Now, you might be wondering what the two little toggle switches are. The first one switches the Sustainiac on or off, and the second one actually toggles between the Sustainiac's 3 separate modes. With this much fun involved, it almost doesn't matter what pickup is in the bridge position. Well, I mean, alright, no, it definitely does, but you know what I mean. Anyways, it comes with a Schecter Diamond Decimator pickup, which I hadn't tried before, and through my Peavey 6505 Plus with Glenn Fricker's Mesa 4x12 IR, it sounds like this. So I'm not gonna lie, Schecter's one of those brands that's never really done that much for me. I've never played a bad one, I've just also never played one that's really spoken to me either. And that's kind of the same situation with this Reaper 6 FRS. I love the look, I love the Swamp Ash construction, the Sustainiac is a ton of fun, but this particular unit had weird fretwork, and in general the super thin neck is just not for me. So here's to hoping they put the same trem and pickup combination in a SL02 Custom. So thanks to music2me.com for sponsoring this video. They're an awesome online music school for guitar and piano. They're part of the Thomann family of brands. That means the lesson plans are made by Germans, so you know it's efficient and well crafted. It's fantastic whether you've just started playing and want a structured learning environment on your own schedule, or whether you've been playing for a while and want a refresher on the basics. That's what I've been using it for since I'm self-taught. There are a lot of gaps in my knowledge. Best of all, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can check them out using the link below. If you like it, great, and if you hate it, there's no risk involved. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button. These are, of course, just my opinions, and I'd love to know what you think, so leave your comments down below. Plenty more guitar videos on the way, so make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notification bell ticked. That way you don't miss any new uploads. Thanks to Sam Ash for making this guitar available for the demo, and to Luke for mixing everything. Links to social media, the Patreon community, and the Discord server are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.